let's get on to the music. Like I said, as far as what was the original group that you said that you were in?
The Empire. Well, actually, it's called Omega Clan before it became the Empire.
Okay,
but,
that's what I was going to ask. Was that the same members, and did it lead to what you got going on now?
Yes.
Okay, tell us about that. And those people that are in the group and everything, and what y'all put out, how y'all came from back in the days till now, and everything, and what y'all plan on putting out in the upcoming.
Well, the original members, Fifth Letter, myself, my brother Prince Imperial. We were the kind of core that came from that Omega Clan age, and we're able to evolve into the Empire.
Were y'all doing that when y'all were young, like in junior high school?
Yeah, basically,
What school were y'all at?
From several different ones, I went over to Western Harnett. Fifth Letter is from E.E. Smith. My brother was at middle school at the time when we originally started.
Imperial? Yeah, I heard he was repping Spring Lake, so the Harnett, that makes sense, yeah.
So we were out there. And the new iteration, the Empire, of course, is added on. Speaking of E, he's from Maryland. So, it's a lot of different flavors in there, a lot of things going on in there. Basically how, we came up as my brother was going to school, private school, and off of Ramsey Street. Went to Northwood Temple, that's where he met E, and we started clicking up and doing stuff from there. E and his friend stayed on the same block, 150 Proof. He was there. They were going by two different names then, but they were on the same thing. They were in a group called the Wheaties, and that was kind of a bigger conglomerate from the Empire. They were kind of pieces of that. As they got up in age and we stuck together and kept doing different things and stuff like that, basically came back here after college, and he was in the Air Force. And by the time, he came back for basic and all that stuff, he had a friend, Travis, goes by Speaking of E. And we started doing music, and that's what brought you, the second album called The Dark Ages. And The Dark Ages was just kind of our thoughts of the lyrics and the whole structure of the game at the time. It was kind of like, it didn't seem like it was, real bright, different things going on. Everybody was kind of in one lane, kind of like now, It seems like everybody's in one lane.
Yeah.
But basically, that's how we got that together. The album before that is called MCC Records Presents the Empire. So when I first came back, I wanted to try to make sure we had things together, and everybody had a different song, everybody had different things going on.
Make sure the label was established.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure the label was put together, and so we had our own business together.
That's dope. And leading up to now, what projects are y'all working on now? And what's the album that y'all are promoting now as far as because I know y'all got singles. I mean, not singles, but as far as solo albums, as well as the Empire albums.
Yeah, right now we got, of course, NCC Records Presents Empire, The Dark Ages. We have a mixtape called Underground Experience Volume 1. My album, One Heartbeat Away, which has Eddie Ruger, The Fat Boy, Exception, some other surprises on there as far as like bigger artists. Of course, I got MC Search on a song called Message to Hip Hop Part 2.
MC Search from Third Base?
Yeah.
How'd you get that collab going?
Actually, that's one from the first version called Message to Hip Hop. And basically that goes back to like the MySpace days when MySpace was like the Wild Wild West, and you actually get in touch with your artist, favorite artist or whatever. And I had a song I wanted to do called Message to Hip Hop for the group album called The Dark Ages. And we were able to get him on there, as well as Craig G and ISIS from X. And so
How was it working with those legends? Were those ones that you actually linked up in the studio with it? Or?
basically we had them call into a hotline and everybody leave their message to hip hop, and they, we gave, showed them love and said thank yous for doing that for us.
Okay.
So.
So it wasn't like studio tracks that you're talking about? You talking about actually like y'all in the studio recording, right? Doing the songs, right?
Yeah. We actually did a song called Message to Hip Hop, and what we did to get people's, messages to hip hop, which is the theme of the song, we wanted to make a hotline, so we did. I had my number out there for people to call and leave a message to hip hop.
So you've been innovative with it. I see. That's dope. That's really dope. So coming up now, like I said, things have changed, even from the MySpace days. But one thing I can say is you guys are real lyrical in essence, and loyal to hip hop and lyrical in that sense. And I really appreciate that because it ain't a lot out here. That's why I said, you really stuck out to me when I seen you performing. And what are some of y'all influences? Like, what is the lyricism and all that come from? What are some of y'all influences in the game, especially yours in particular?
No, mine in particular, Ice Cube.
Definitely.
Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One, Wu-Tang. I like Snoop. There's a lot of different influences, but those are some of the main ones.